Did you know that the average American spends over $18,000 a year on non-essentials? That's right, $18,000 on things we don't necessarily need. It's a staggering statistic that shines a spotlight on our collective spending habits. It's not about shaming or finger pointing, but about sparking awareness. Awareness of where our hard-earned money is going, and how much of it is spent on items and experiences that aren't essential to our daily lives. This brings us to the concept of frugal living. It's not about depriving yourself or living a life of scarcity. Quite the contrary. Frugal living is about making smart, conscious decisions about how we spend our money. It's about prioritizing needs over wants and finding joy and satisfaction in the things that truly matter. Now, imagine what you could do with an extra $18,000 a year. Interested? Stick around as we delve into the 10 frugal living rules for spending money on yourself. Rule number 1 is simple yet powerful. Budgeting is key. Picture your budget as the roadmap to your financial goals. It gives you direction, helping you navigate through the maze of income and expenses. It's not about restricting what you spend, but rather empowering you to spend wisely, ensuring that every penny has a purpose. By routinely reviewing and adjusting your budget, you'll take control of your financial life. A planned budget not only helps to keep track of your spending, but also aids in identifying areas where you can save. Moving on to rule number 2, prioritize needs over wants. It's crucial to understand the difference between needs and wants. Needs are things you must have to survive, like food, shelter, and clothing. Wants, on the other hand, are the extras, things you'd like to have, but aren't necessary. By focusing on needs first, you ensure your essential bases are covered before indulging in wants. This approach will help you manage your finances more effectively. Remember, needs are things you must have to survive, while wants are things you would like to have. Rule number 3 is crucial. Avoid impulse purchases. Picture this. You're in a store, you spot an item you didn't plan to buy, but suddenly it's in your cart. These unplanned buys or impulse purchases can quickly add up, causing a silent, steady drain on your budget. It's like death by 1,000 cuts. Each purchase might seem small and harmless, but the cumulative effect can be financially devastating. Impulse purchases might bring momentary happiness, but they often lead to long-term financial stress. Rules 4 and 5 are all about the method of payment. Use cash and limit credit card use. Now, why is that? Well, it's all about psychology. When you hand over a crisp bill, you can actually feel the money leaving your hands. This physical transaction triggers a mental note of spending, making you more aware of where your hard-earned money is going. On the other hand, swiping a credit card or clicking purchase online doesn't give you the same sensation. It's easy to forget you're spending real money, which can lead to overspending and even unnecessary debt. So try this. Next time you go shopping, leave the plastic at home and bring cash instead. You might be surprised at how much more mindful you become about your purchases. Remember, using cash makes you more aware of your spending, while limiting credit card use helps avoid unnecessary debt. Rules 6 and 7 revolve around shopping habits. Shop smart and buy in bulk. Let's dive into these rules. When you shop smart, it's all about comparison shopping. This means checking prices at different stores or online platforms to ensure you're getting the best deal. It's like a treasure hunt where the prize is savings. Now let's talk about coupons. They might seem old-fashioned, but they're basically free money, so why not use them? But remember, only use coupons for items you are already planning to buy. Buying items you don't need just because you have a coupon isn't smart shopping. Now, on to buying in bulk. This rule is particularly useful for non-perishable items. Think toilet paper, cleaning supplies, or canned goods. Purchasing these items in larger quantities can often result in substantial savings in the long run. So next time you're out shopping, consider these rules. Smart shopping and buying in bulk can significantly reduce your monthly expenditure. The final 3 rules are about being resourceful and patient. DIY, second-hand first and save for big purchases. Let's start with DIY, do it yourself. Not only does DIY offer a sense of accomplishment, but it can also save you substantial cash. Whether it's a minor home repair, a craft project, or even a homemade meal instead of dining out, you're saving money every time you choose to do it yourself. Plus, learning a new skill, that's priceless. Moving on to our second rule, second hand first. Thrift shops, garage sales, online marketplaces. These are your new best friends. Why buy new when you can get something perfectly good and often unique for a fraction of the price? It's not just about clothes or furniture. You'd be surprised how many things you can find secondhand. From books to electronics, always check the secondhand market first. Last, but certainly not least, save for big purchases. Instant gratification can be tempting, but remember, interest on credit purchases can add up quickly. Instead, plan for these big ticket items. Set a goal, save a little each month, and before you know it, you'll have enough to buy it outright. Not only will you save on interest, but the act of saving itself can be incredibly satisfying. Being resourceful and patient can save you a considerable amount of money in the long run. And that, my friends, is a golden rule of frugal living. Let's take a moment to recap these 10 frugal living rules. First, we talked about the importance of budgeting. It's key to understanding where your money is going and how you can better control your spending. Second, we stressed the need to prioritize needs over wants. This means focusing on the essentials and limiting non-essential purchases. Third, we discussed how to avoid impulse purchases. This involves planning ahead, avoiding sales pressure, and giving yourself a cooling-off period before making a purchase. The fourth and fifth rules were about using cash and limiting credit card use. Using cash can help you physically see the money you're spending, making it more real, while limiting credit card use can prevent you from accumulating unnecessary debt. Rules 6 and 7 were all about smart shopping and buying in bulk. Shopping smart involves comparing prices, looking for sales, and only buying what you need. Buying in bulk can save you money in the long run, especially for items you use regularly. Finally, we wrapped up with the last 3 rules: do it yourself, buying secondhand first, and saving for big purchases. DIY can save you a lot of money, especially for home repairs or renovations. Buying secondhand can be a great way to get quality items at a fraction of the cost, and saving for big purchases helps you avoid debt and interest charges. These 10 rules are not just about saving money. They're about adopting a frugal lifestyle that prioritizes financial security and peace of mind. Remember, small changes can make a big difference. By following these 10 rules, you can drastically reduce your spending, save more, and live a more financially secure life. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and tell us, which rule do you find the most helpful or challenging to follow?